Horizon Forbidden West. Man, it has been way too long since I've talked about this game on the channel. It's been at least about 5 or 6 years now since I got to experience that masterpiece. Fortunately, I review action figures. So today we get to review Aloy, Horizon Forbidden West, and her Nora Huntress outfit made by PlayStation. And the actual toy company that creates this action figure is Spin Master. So very excited to get this in. We picked this up from Amazon. I think its regular retail price is $29.99. I paid $37 for it. You know, a little $7, $8 over retail value is fine. It's an officially PlayStation licensed product, so I'm expecting good things from this one. The main protagonist of Horizon, Aloy, is curious, determined, and intent on uncovering the mysteries of the world. I loved these two video games, played them from start to finish, even platinumed Forbidden West. So I'm very excited to get this gal in. Really loved Aloy's character. So she comes with her bow, her staff, it looks like an arrow, multiple face plates. So the figure itself, she is 6 inches tall, 42 points of articulation, original sculpt. Okay, Spider-Man, so let's crack this baby open and let's see what we got going on here. All right, so we got this initial sleeve off of the package here. Once you take that off, you get, though it essentially is the official game art of the game itself. But you spin this to the side, same thing, spin it to the back, get a cool little Aloy artwork here. Got her focus on the side of her ear, the metal dinosaurs that she fights throughout the journey, and that she can also ride. And then if you flip it to this side, you can actually open it up, which will reveal your figure and your accessories. So let's go ahead and get a close-up here. Figure in the package itself, very aesthetically pleasing at that first look. Spot on, at least when it comes to the face sculpt when you're looking at that. Very, very cool. And her Nora outfit. Go over to the side here. The face sculpt comes with 5. You got mean face, cheesing face with the paint, stoic painted face, angry face, and oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Surprise face on the end there. The bow and the arrow, some extra hands, looks like bow and arrow hands, staff holding hands, the staff itself, arrow quiver, more artwork. Okay, man, let's get all this stuff out here. All right, man, and now we're back, and now we have our Aloy actually out of the package finally, and look at that face sculpt that comes out really good. Really liking the accurateness of the face itself. That is extremely game accurate, if I do say so myself. Got the beads inside of the hair there. Kind of plasticky looking, a little bit cheap looking. Same with the jewelry. Would have been cool if that was individually sketched out, but it's just like kind of one big lump of clay. Kind of edited out together there, so keep that in mind. The Nora outfit itself comes out good. Really do appreciate that. Knee pads and the scarfing on the shins there. Shoes comes out good. Got a toe hinge going on there. Spin it kind of to the side here. Comes out good. Do see that lining on the side of the face there. That's where the face sculpt is going to be able to pop off. Ear there comes out good. Kind of got a weird pattern on there. Let's keep that in mind. Hair from the side comes out decent. I've seen better though. Got her arm gauntlet there. Comes out good. Hand looks fine. The scarfing on the shin there, that cloth comes out good as well as we spin it to the back. I do like the little bit of texture patterning with the back of the Nora outfit. Got her rope going on there, comes out good. Back of the hair, that comes out good as well. Look at that, kind of like the bun action going on there. Kind of, they did do a good job of separating a bit of the hair, so maybe get some flowing effects. There's the other side. There's a hole on the figure there that's going to be where you're able to plug in the quiver. I'll show that here in a second. But overall, aesthetically pleasing for sure. Now, it kind of seems small, though. I was thinking about picking up the Kratos as well, but no, from looking at the size of this Aloy figure, you know, I think I'm probably going to end up sticking with the NECA Kratos. Now, let's get a look at the weapons here. Let's take a look at the staff here first. It comes out good. Really like the paint apps on the staff there. You kind of see the wiring that she can, you know, plug into and hack into something. Spin it from this angle here. Cool. Spin it from the top and the bottom. Very nice. Got the bow here. The back is just a string. It's not plastic. Looks like it has a hole right there, so most likely where you can plug a hand into so that she doesn't drop it. I like the paint apps and designs on the bow as well. Comes out good. Colors are popping. Like the gold plating on the handle there. Comes out good, man. A single arrow comes out good. It's fine. Black and white in the middle there. You can see the tip. And the quiver itself, nothing too crazy, just a leather quiver. Brown, yellow backs on the arrows. I found that kind of weird that the arrows are yellow here, but then the actual arrow that you hold is white. That's a little weird, so I don't know why they did it like that. Face sculpts, comes out good. Like I said, you got the angry face, smiling face, the stoic face with the paint, angry face, you got the surprised face, the cuffed hands, staff holding hands, fisted hands. And that's it. All right, man, let's go through some articulation here. All right, head, go down, up, tilt, tilt, rotate 360 degrees. Careful with that hair. It is all discombobulated for sure. I don't even want to spin it 360 degrees. It's a whole lot of loose parts on here. As you can see, the face is already trying to come off, so it's just connected through just a typical 3 prongs in a female section. And you just line it up with the head there and plug her right back in. Such hair itself, got all of the braids and the waves are separated. So you got this braid here, this part of hair, all these parts of her hair are separated. So cool design. They're on ball pegs as well, so you can kind of design her hair however you want to do it. I'm not really that interested in that, honestly. It's cool. You know, you can have it flowing in the wind and such. It's cool if you want to kind of give that effect. If she's standing stoic, and you just got to make sure that all as it's flowing in the wind, you got to make sure it stays together though too. That's just gonna look weird. Oh, you can Christ. So be careful with this, because if you start playing around with it a lot, the ball pegs will pop out of there. So just be mindful of that. Luckily, I'm not that much of a hair guy, so I'm not really going to be doing too much fooling around with that anyways. Well, there is a peg on the back of the figure as well. Most likely, if you want to either put the bow or the staff on her back there, so that's cool. Torso, tilt to the left, tilt to the right, ab crunch, back crunch. Chest torso is disconnected from the ab here. That is on a ball peg, butterfly hinge. There you go. Ab itself can be pushed down, pushed upwards, tilted, and tilted as well. No rotation on that, but you can rotate the chest. So that can go 360. Shoulder plates, as you saw, can be flapped upwards so that you can get free movement on the shoulder here. That's cool. Rotate that 360 degrees, push it up, push it back down. No shifties like for figure arts, but still good rotation for essentially a $30 figure though. It's really nifty. Bicep, 360 degree swivel. Elbow, push it up, back down. Rotate that 360 degrees. No shifts on the gauntlet, but wrist, rotate that 360 degrees as well. Push it up, be pushed out, and pushed in. And then if you need to, of course, you can take it out. Please, maybe. There you go. Just be stern, but gentle with it, if you know what I'm saying. Push that back in. Leg, kick out, up, and back. Thigh rotation, 360 degrees. Knee, up, all the way back. Very nice. Kind of an ugly knee gap though, but very nice that they added this much leg articulation into the figure. I can definitely appreciate that. Shin, nothing, no swivel, no bends, no anything. Ankle, down, up. Foot can also be pushed in as well. And you tilt it, and as you see, we do have a toe hinge as well. They definitely weren't exaggerating with the 42 points of articulation. This is a very well articulated figure for 30 bucks. And this is pretty rare. You know, Marvel Legends and Black Series are not articulated this well, so keep that in mind for sure. Maybe some of this, it's kind of articulated like a Spider-Man figure. Same thing on this one. Very nice. Okay. I'm sold. You know, this is for the retail value of 30 bucks. If you're a Horizon Zero Dawn fan and you don't have any kind of an Aloy in your collection, this is a must-own for sure. Let's get some of these accessories in. Let's see what we got here. Okay, as we're getting our weapons together, let's go ahead and let's take our quiver and let's plug that in to the back of the hip here. This peg. Like such. Very nice. And if you want to plug in the bow, this can go plug into this back of this peg here as well. Like such. Very nice. All right, kind of first pose here. And just a little flight pose. If you had to stand, this would be fire. Got her with her staff here. That comes out good, man. Got her with the screaming face going on here. Very nice. Yeah. I'm really liking that, man. That comes out really good. Really enjoying this figure so far. Definitely for 30 bucks, you can't beat it, man. Even though technically I paid 37, you know, very happy to be able to add this to the collection. You know, we've been waiting so long for an Aloy action figure. It's kind of absurd, if I'm being completely honest. But so far, so good, man. Really liking that. Another staff pose here. Got a stabbing action. If you played the game, a lot of the times when she was delivering a finishing blow on a machine or another hunter, she utilized this stabbing motion with her staff to either corrupt or destroy, depending on what she was doing. So it comes out really good. You get a close up on the staff here. We do a pan around up. Comes out good, man. Don't mind the blur there, but really liking that. Okay, now, so to make it easier on yourself, this is a review now. This hand here is the hand that holds the arrow. So one thing you gotta do is just take your arrow and simply plug it into in between the two little fingers here. I can do it on camera and should fit snug right in there like such. It's designed that way. Thank you, Spin Design, for designing it this way. It makes it a lot easier because, you know, if you've ever had a character that is supposed to hold an arrow, oh my God, Hasbro Pink Ranger, I'm looking at you. Sometimes they can either just design it to be super easy or they can F it up. So this comes out good. Thank you for that. Bow and arrow pose. Man, I, as an action figure reviewer, I really hate setting up the bow and arrow stance. I mean, every figure from Figma to Figure Arts to Marvel Legends, I just don't like it. That does not change here at all. Just trying to position the arm correctly so that the bow looks straight. And then I tried for like 20 minutes to get her to hold the string while holding the arrow at the same time. Her fingers are just not big enough to grasp the two of them. Listen, if you got that going, hey, look, congratulations, you get a cookie. I couldn't get it. It was pissing me off. So that's why the string is not stretched out to coincide with the arrow. So we did switch out the face sculpt though and gave her painted look to shoot out the arrow. So pretty happy about that. But nevertheless, I mean, this stance that I got her in right now looks decent. Certainly not the best, but it's okay. I accept it. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I was curious. Just one more close up on this pose here. Just wanted to show the face sculpt with the bow. Just to show you I'm not crazy here. I mean, it works. It just takes some finagling and some elbow grease to get the pose to go. But once you get it to looking like that, it's going to look decent on your shelf, man. It is. I don't like this face. If I want to start throwing out nitpicks, it looks weird to me. Don't use this face. It looks odd. It doesn't even look like her. It's just bad. This one's a little better. Not the best either. I don't know. My Aloy was serious. She wasn't doing a whole lot of smiling and joking around and shit. So, you know, play with it how you want to play with it. But all these extra faces are cool. But definitely this is never one I would use to put on my shelf personally. But it's cool that they included it. Now we're talking. So this is like the best that I could come up with for sure. That's how she's most likely going to appear on the shelf. I like the more stoic, kind of confident, kind of friendly look for Aloy. I mean, at least that's how I personally played through the game, how I portrayed her personality to be. Because you know, if you play through the game, you kind of get to choose her dialogue, so on and so forth. So this is me personally. But hey, like I said, man, play with your action figure however you want to play with it. It's kind of like the game, man. You know, it's your world. Do what you want. But like I said, ultimately, I'm happy that I have this figure for 37 bucks. I think it's well worth the purchase to add an action figure of this heroine onto my museum, forever enshrine her onto the collection. So I want to do a couple more things. Let's do some size comparisons here. Okay, so this is probably what's going to turn a lot of people off. This is a 6-inch scale action figure. So fits in perfectly with, you know, your average SH Figuarts or your Figma, because they are typically small in scale as well. It's going to fit in perfectly with the Figma Ghost of Tsushima. But once you start trying to incorporate the NECA action figures into that, which a lot of prominent PlayStation characters, this is where their figures got made as well. We have our Kratos, you know, Ellie and Joe, and our Nathan Drake. You know, they're in an 8-inch scale of action figures. So they're definitely going to tower over our Aloy. So I'm going to have to keep that in mind. Definitely not a deal breaker by any stretch of the imagination. You know, like I said, I saw that they made Kratos and Atreus and I think one other as well. I might pick up the Atreus, but there's no way I'm gonna, what I saw from the package of that Kratos, there's no way I'm replacing the NECA Kratos. This is just fantastic of a figure. There's no way he's getting replaced. But, you know, what we're seeing here, these figures made by Spin Master are not bad. They're just smaller and probably, you know, they have better articulation than the NECA figures. The NECA figures are more like statues that have slight articulation, and this is more of an action figure style figure that can be articulated and actually played with, where this one, you know, once you get your pose, you're pretty much done forever, where this one is more likely to be posed in different, you know, stances throughout the duration of a shelf life. So, okay, man. Now, like I said, I would still definitely add this to your collection if you were a fan of the game. You know, is it the best action figure I've ever reviewed in my life? Absolutely not. But technically, it's the only Aloy action figure in existence. We have some statues, but no action figures until now. Okay, one more little treat for you guys. This is the Horizon Zero Dawn statue that has served on my shelf for almost 6 years now. You know, it is a beautiful piece. Unfortunately, I do not have the shelf space to hold them both on there, so this will be a suitable replacement to replace this artifact here. So definitely the major improvement is the face design compared to the facial structure of the statue here. Also like the better structure of the hair going on here compared to the action figure. Just the action figure just turns out so much better. Like I said, this is definitely not a terrible piece by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, so I think that's going to conclude for sure. Definitely happy to be able to add this figure to our cast of PlayStation All-Stars here. So let's go ahead and move everybody back to the museum here. Let's add our new addition, and we will begin to close out here.
Yay!
And we are back, my friends, and now we have added our Aloy onto the shelf, and look at that. That comes out great. Really, really happy to add this figure to the collection, man. Now, we did take our Ghost of Tsushima, and we added him to the main shelf as well. That past Aloy statue was so large that I was able to fit 2 figures back onto the shelf instead of just the one. So, have her next to our Cole McGrath, our Bayonetta, Ratchet and Clank, Lara Croft, Noriko, and Sackboy. Very, very happy to add this set to the collection, man. Very, very happy indeed. Horizon Forbidden West. This is such a popular game, such a fun game. Cannot wait to see the finish to the trilogy. Hopefully that will come sooner rather than later. Highly recommend the figure, man. For if you can find it for its normal retail value of $29.99, definitely recommend it. Like I said, I paid 37 bucks for it. Definitely recommend it as well. It's definitely not perfect. It has its flaws. Getting it into that bow and arrow stance kind of sucks. But other than that, really happy to add this piece to the collection, man. Okay, so as always, if you appreciated the video, you can follow me at youtube.com/MarjX79. I am also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Make sure you hit that subscribe and those follow buttons on those social media networks. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, I appreciate that as well. If you're into the gaming, action figures, you are exactly in the right place. I tend to review all of the action figures of the video games that I hold most dear and I am most passionate about. So definitely when it comes to PlayStation and Nintendo, you are certainly in the right place. So, all right, my friends, as always, I will see you guys on the next one, and I will catch y'all later.